This time on the Gadget Show.
Let's get on.
We're embroiled in a turf war.
You should get on with your own work. Stop interfering.
As Amy and I use the power of tech to create a more glamorous garden.
Say hello to my little friend, Amy.
Than two green-fingered pros.
Oh, wow, that looks great.
And Otis is in gaming heaven.
Fire!
Giving you the lowdown from the launch of the latest Call of Duty blockbuster.
Zombies! Kill the zombies! Go, go!
But first, John's asking a question about a gadget that has recently come back from the dead.
How much should you spend on a new turntable?
2015 was the 10th year running that sales of records grew, and that means record player sales are booming too, with some shops selling twice as many in 2015 as they did in 2014.
But with a massive difference in price between budget and top-end models, I want to find out how much you really have to shell out to get decent sound.
So I put together a little comparison test. I had a turntable from the budget end of the market, worth about £160, an expensive but not totally outlandish model at nearly £1,000, and a seriously high-end machine, costing over £17,000. And to help discover if it's really worth spending big money, I asked Radio 1 DJ Adele Roberts to help me conduct a listening test.
Are you a vinyl user yourself?
Oh, I love vinyl. I've been DJing for quite a long time now, and I've just kind of, even from school age, saved up to buy vinyl and just kept buying it and storing it and using it. And so, yeah, I've got thousands of vinyl all over the place.
Adele was clearly the perfect partner, so off to work we went. I wanted all the players to sound their best, so hooked them up to an absolutely top-end hi-fi worth 35 grand at the London offices of speaker experts Bowers and Wilkins. What a setup! First, we had a quick examination of each deck's design.
Do they look like 17 grand's difference between them?
I'll be honest, no. I don't think you can tell from looking at them which is the cheapest.
I mean, this is about 150 quid's worth. Do you think all these exposed belts and things, does that worry you? I just worry I might damage them.
Yeah, that is a problem. As a student, I feel like I would have broken that. I've got little nieces now and they would just love to pull that off. This is just a beautiful looking unit and I would love to have that in my house. It's gorgeous.
I mean, well, this is clearly the most expensive one, I think.
This one costs more than my car. And I'm frightened to touch it, but I want to touch it. That. I love that.
Suspension. This is made from old whiskey barrels, apparently. This wood.
Yeah, I just want to put some vinyl on it.
Indeed. Well, that's the test.
Adele chose to listen to Daft Punk's Get Lucky. The hi-fi, including two 600-watt amps and speakers with diamond tweeters, would make any differences between the players sound as clear as possible. And, as she'd be blindfolded, Adele would have no idea which order I'd play the decks in.
Like the legend of the Phoenix.
Yeah, the first record player sounded wonderful. It was almost like Pharrell was in the room.
This was the Lin.
I could hear backing vocals that I'd not heard before. I could hear him breathing. I think I could hear the auto-tune a bit. It just sounded so crisp and clean.
Perhaps that was due to its nude diamond stylus, or that a stethoscope is used to check the bearings are running smoothly.
All that done? Next one, please.
Next, I played the cheapest model, wondering if she'd still be so impressed.
Like the legend of the Phoenix.
Huge difference between player 1 and player 2.
Ah.
Everything seemed like it got compressed and squashed, and the sounds sounded quite muddy.
The project has Teflon-coated bearings with smoothness and a thick MDF platter to absorb vibrations, but the difference was clear.
I feel like I could hear the record player speeding up and slowing down. It just reminded me of belt drive record decks that I practiced on when I was rubbish at DJing, so it kind of made me feel a bit like, ugh.
So it was on to the mid-priced player. Like the cheap one, it uses MDF and Teflon-coated bearings. But would Adele hear any difference?
Player 3 sounded a lot like Player 1, but it just wasn't as dynamic and the sound wasn't as crisp.
High praise indeed from Adele.
Player 3 was a quality sound, but I couldn't really hear Pharrell's breaths anymore. But it was a gorgeous, clean sound.
It seemed her expert ears could tell the decks apart, but she didn't yet know if her hunch was right.
Okay, I think I know which is which.
Aha! So, do take your blindfold off. Which was which?
Okay, I think A was the most expensive.
Absolutely right.
I think B was the least expensive.
Also absolutely right.
Yes, and C the mid-range.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Totally convincing. Excellent.
Next, it was my turn, and even my untrained ears could identify which deck was which.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
But the big surprise was how similar the £1,000 clear audio sounded to the £17,000 Lin.
I think out of all the players, I think the one that is the most value pound for pound has got to be the clear audio. I think that for £1,000 and the quality of the sound, that's the one I'd be going for.
This £1,000 player really was the sweet spot. But if you can't justify spending that, don't worry. I've got some vinyl hacks to make your current player sound better.
First, clamps. These things make sure the record sits properly on the player, reducing the effect of any warps.
This results in a more focused sound and a more solid bass.
Second, cables. If you can upgrade the basic thin wires going from your turntable to your amp, then do. Spending as little as £20 on some better cables can give you a noticeable improvement in sound. Last, squash balls. Vibrations can spoil a record player's sound, but putting cut-in-half squash balls under the player's feet can help isolate it from vibration and make it sound its best.
So, how much should you spend on a record player? Well, £160 worth of turntable is fine for most of us, and unless your system is as flash as this, there's not much point shelling out more than £1,000.
Thanks, John. Now, who fancies seeing a cool table? This is the Sisyphus Kinetic Art Table, a Kickstarter project in which a metal ball draws mesmerizing patterns in sand on the tabletop, thanks to a series of magnets below. It recently smashed its funding goal, and we can see why.
Okay, still to come. We've got Gadgets versus the Gardeners.
You will need to do this in socks and pants only, for safety reasons.
It's on, game on, game on! And the inside line from the Call of Duty Expo in LA. Fire!
Welcome back to the Gadget Show. Next up, it's Gadget Help Time, and it's the turn of Reese, who needs some assistance finding a new techie watch.
Hey, come sit down, come join us.
Welcome to Gadget Help HQ. What can we do for you?
Well, basically, I'm looking for a smartwatch because I'm feeling like I'm not interacting with my watch anymore.
You come with that question at a really good time in kind of smartwatch evolution, because there are loads of really different solutions out there.
Okay, and what kind of budget do we have to play with?
£1,000.
Quite a good amount then. I think I have something which will surprise you with budget. So would you like to go with me first? Come on.
I think I've truly ticked all the boxes with this beauty. Very excited about this. I have for you the Asus ZenWatch 2. This fully smart timepiece runs Android software and pairs seamlessly with your phone, giving you access to hundreds of different apps right on your wrist. What do you think of the overall design of the actual watch for a smartwatch?
Yeah, I just think it's a very clean design. It doesn't look like a smartwatch, which is the main thing.
So it doesn't look typically smart, but it does have built-in voice command and watch-to-watch messaging.
So how long does the battery life last on this watch?
So the awesome thing about this is that you get 50% battery charge in just 36 minutes.
Okay.
And the battery lasts for 2 days. It's time to talk style. See, the added thing is this whole design element. This watch comes with a nifty app, allowing you to create your own watch face on your phone and can be changed whenever and however you like. So look, your design has actually straight away come onto the watch.
I love the way you could change it to match your outfit and the occasion you go into.
And there's 9 different straps as well.
Yeah, I do like the idea of the straps. Each strap can complement the fabric that it's been worn with.
And it's well under your budget, isn't it? Because you've got
£1,000,
so it's £150.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Tick-tock, Amy, your turn is over. Watch the master at work.
I'm going to work a little bit of future magic, OK? Take that one off. I'm going to replace it with another one. Is that OK?
Yeah.
This is the IAM Plus Dial, a novel take on watch tech.
You might be looking at it thinking it's a smart watch, and you'd be half right. It's also a smartphone. And as the name suggests, it's a Will.I.am concept, designed by the man himself.
And the big Will shoved a whole lot of tech into what he likes to call a smart cuff rather than a smart watch. It hosts a 2-megapixel camera and a voice-activated personal assistant called Anida, who gives you directions. And it has a strap which snaps shut with a magnet.
You can stream endless streams of music to that as part of the package, and it comes with these really natty Bluetooth wireless headphones, which I think are one of its best features.
They do have a wire, just the one, which is referred to as a lanyard. This acts as an aerial, picking up the Bluetooth signal from the watch.
I'm a big fan of music, especially working in creating clothes and stuff. Music is something that drives me through the day.
Well, as a designer of some repute, I'm interested to know what you think, first of all, from an aesthetic point of view.
I think it's a beautiful design. I love the idea of the music and the wireless headphones.
And the final real killer function that I've got to show you is the phone's ability to make calls from the wrists.
Yes, you heard me. This smartwatch has a neat party trick. You can make phone calls Knight Rider style-y.
Not a bad shout, Jace, but now it's my turn, and I knew I was onto a winner. As a fashion designer, you'll want to put your own stamp on wearable technology. This is the Main Tool Classy, a smartwatch strap to which you fit your favorite watch face. You look at all the information via an app on your smartphone rather than the dial. All the science, all the juice is actually in the strap, so you can customize the strap by putting whatever face on it you please. The Main Tool strap vibrates with notifications, much the same as the standard smartwatch, but it has a few other neat tricks too. It will remind you if you've forgotten your phone, and if you press the button on the buckle, you can send an SOS message if you're in a bit of bother. The strap also has onboard sensors that detect the body's biometrics like heart rate and step counting. So, Reese, what do you think?
The main thing I love about it is the concept of the strap and how the whole watch does look traditional and doesn't look like the ideal kind of smartwatch. Just adding the strap onto a favourite watch is a concept I also do like.
I should tell you as well that the battery lasts 7 days.
Okay.
On charge, so none of that constantly putting it on
a bit ahead of the other smartwatches in the field.
Yes.
Okay.
Does it feel comfortable?
Yeah, it feels really snug.
With time ticking away, we need a verdict.
Has my Zen Watch 2 sealed the deal with its design?
Will the IAM Plus dial do all the talking?
Or is the timeless Main Tool Classy bang on trend?
So, Reese, we've shown you the best that we've got.
Okay, all that remains then is for you to tell us which one you're going to go with.
I think I'm definitely going to go with the IAM watch.
I think that's the right choice. It's a lovely piece of kit, and with your budget being such a sizable budget, you know, you'll get several years of data and phone calls and texts and all that. Good decision, dude.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Boom! Another victory for me.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Oh, someone's not happy. So, to cheer him up, we sent him to LA with a golden ticket to one of the biggest gaming expos on the planet, Call of Duty.
Yes, I've been given exclusive behind-the-scenes access to a 3-day event celebrating the launch of the highly anticipated Infinite Warfare. It's the 13th installment of the multi-billion-dollar Call of Duty franchise. The event lasted 3 days and attracted thousands of visitors from across the globe. There were a host of Call of Duty or COD-related events, including the finals of the World League, where gamers compete against each other, and of course, a chance for me to get a coveted first play of Infinite Warfare.
We are leaving! Launch in 3, 2, 1.
This is what it's all about. This is what the punters have come here for, to get hands-on with Infinite Warfare. Let's go, let's go. Infinite Warfare is a first-person shooter where you take control of the character Captain Nick Reyes. The campaign is set in the distant future and is centered around a battle for the solar system. This is brilliant! With big-name actors like Kit Harington involved, it's clear that no expense was spared on the latest installment. We just lost. Not bad, considering it was my first time, but next I headed out to see what makes the Call of Duty franchise so popular. The crowds were settling in for the official opening of the event. So I'm sat inside the forum right now, and as you can see, it's really starting to fill up. These guys are going to go absolutely mental very soon because Eric Hirschberg, the CEO of the whole Call of Duty franchise, is about to come up on stage and give a keynote speech. Ah, Americans. Only they would count down a keynote.
You, the best fans in all of gaming.
As well as hearing details about Infinite Warfare and announcements about the Call of Duty franchise in general, this was the fans' first opportunity to lay eyes on new clips of the game itself. Yep, they like that. Next, narrative director Taylor Korusaki had agreed to fill me in on the evolution of the Infinite Warfare story. Where do you draw your inspiration from?
For us, it's this really, really rich genre of war stories. Many, many war stories tell the story of a soldier and his kind of a first day. But with our fan base, they've been playing these games now for a decade. And we thought, rather than starting out as a recruit, why don't we start as a commander of hundreds?
On my way, hang in there.
How far do you allow yourselves to go in terms of future tech?
Well, the barometer that we always measure ourselves against is, does this feel like Call of Duty? And really what that means to us is, do you feel the steel and can you smell the diesel and all of that kind of stuff? It should evoke those kinds of sensory experiences for the player.
Now I'd learned a bit more about the creation of Infinite Warfare, I wanted to see some of the world's best players playing it. So, at the moment, I'm in the midst of the finals here at COD XP. 32 teams battling for a place in that final. There's a UK-based team playing at the moment, Splice, up against an American team, E United. And E United are getting schooled right now on their own turf. The audience is not happy. I am. With millions of fans watching globally, esports like this have become big business in recent times. The winning team will take home just over $1 million. Next, I headed out into the California sunshine to experience some of the other attractions that this Call of Duty Expo had to offer. Over there is a real-life recreation of Nuketown, a very popular map in the Call of Duty franchise. People who've been used to wandering around it from the comforts of their sofas can now run around it for real. Oh, and this time, they've added pain. Nuketown is one of the smallest but most popular multiplayer maps on Call of Duty, and being pretty much symmetrical in layout means it becomes a perfect paintballing arena.
It's on, game on, fire! On you!
Once I was in the killing fields of Nuketown, I was actually starting to enjoy myself. I was a machine. As my team dropped like flies around me, I became a one-man army. Oh, until that happened.
All right! Yeah! A zipline isn't really featured in the game. But I had to have a go on the zipline. Come on, man!
At the bottom of the zip wire, I bumped into British Call of Duty YouTuber Mr. Dalek JD, who has a staggering 1.4 million subscribers.
The last time this actual COD XP thing happened was 2011. So this is the second time they've ever done this. Almost like a sort of theme park for Call of Duties.
Mr. Dalek JD is a testament to the importance of the Call of Duty games on a global scale. He makes a living playing it. Now you specialise in the zombies part of...
Love me some zombies.
Why that instead of the regular gameplay?
I think I played just zombies more in general, so I was like, let's post some zombie videos, and it just gradually got more and more popular. So I was like, let's do some guides, let's do some live commentaries, and as time's gone on, people look up to me as one of the people to go to watch zombies. So it's just a bit crazy.
Have you played the laser tag zombies yet?
I have, yes. It was an absolute ton of fun, absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. After that endorsement, I just had to try my hand in the laser tag arena, which is a nod to Zombies in Spaceland.
Zombies in Spaceland.
This is a recreation of an Infinite Warfare mode.
I love laser tag!
In which you fight zombies in an 80s amusement park.
Zombies!
Complete with an awesome 80s synth soundtrack and a full-on neon vibe.
Kill the zombies! That'll learn them.
Brilliant. After spending a day at this event, it's clear to see why Call of Duty is such a big deal. And with Infinite Warfare bringing state-of-the-art graphics and a next-gen immersive experience with it, I can't see this gaming juggernaut slowing down.
Affirmative.
Nice one, Otis. And now for something to get you up for that early morning coffee. Do you use snooze and then use it again and again? Do you always have to rush out of the house in the morning? Then the Ruggy is the alarm for you. Its inventors claim it can't be beat because you turn it off with your feet. If you want to find out more about all of the tech featured in this show, or if you need some gadget help, log on to our wonderful website at channel5.com/gadget show, and you'll find all the info you need. It's the ads now, but join us after the break.
Is that you done for the day, Jason?
Yeah, that's me done, man.
For trimming and swimming.
I feel like a dog.
Welcome back to the Gadget Show. Next up, we're gardening in our Gadgets versus Pros challenge, and Amy has taken Jason somewhere well shady.
Well, thanks for this, Amy. You sent me a postcode. You didn't say where it was. I thought it was an internet cafe. You never told me we were coming to the countryside, Amy.
Yeah, because otherwise you probably wouldn't have turned up. I know it's not necessarily your favourite thing, but today is a gardening challenge.
It is.
I have some wicked gadgety garden
Do you?
tech.
I love it.
And I think at the end of it, you are actually going to grow some green fingers.
You know what? It's beautiful. If it stays like this, you might
You're
just
going to be all right. Come on, then.
All right.
Come on.
Yes, we had to get on, because we had just one day to turn a boring 10-metre square plot of land into a spectacular show garden, which could be used for entertaining guests.
Trying to outdo us with an identical plot of land were our rivals, the Benton brothers, who used to do the gardening on ITV's This Morning.
Boys, how's it going? Great to see you. Great to meet you, man. Absolutely brilliant. They look hardy, don't they? Shorts in this weather? I need to know your credentials, guys.
Well, we've done a few. Big ones, grand ones, small ones.
Really?
Okay. Too many to mention. We're gardening gurus. We've got everything going for us.
Let's do it. It's the gardening gurus versus the gardening geeks.
It's all right, we've got the tech.
Yes.
Fine.
See you over the other
See you in a
side.
bit.
All right, don't come over my fence bit, yeah?
Stay off my land.
The Benton brothers rushed off to do something with wood.
We, however, wanted to start by tidying our slightly unruly plot. A good chance to impress the boys with our gadgets.
I have got the Garden Broom MIDI, which is an electric hedge trimmer. It's very light to pick up, but the best thing is that it collects everything as you're trimming.
Not having to pick up the clippings would save us precious time.
Nothing's falling out. It's all getting sucked in here. But I'm going to go all the way along. There's a lot to do.
And the 300-watt motor was powering through the tough holly, although it did struggle with the thicker branches.
It's having a little munch.
Meanwhile, I was readying my own tidying tool.
Say hello to my little friend. Amy, we're filming the Camping Gas gardening tool. I think you may have caught a bit of barbed wire.
Yeah, I have.
OK.
Yeah.
We should just check.
It's all good. Leave me and my bush alone.
Oh, sorry.
Cheeky.
She never does innuendo. There's something about getting out in the open air. It's made her saucy.
How can you help it when you're trimming a bush?
Anyway, back to business.
This is the Camping Gas gardening torch. Now, trust me, in the middle of the night, when you want to see where you're going, this is not the torch you turn to, all right? And it's a way of dealing with weeds. It's quite straightforward. It's gas, flame, and you shrivel them up. So a very proud, strong, almost arrogant-looking weed starts like this, very manly, chest out. When I've finished with it, that's how it looks. That's the idea. There's the weed, look. Let's get him. Yeah, not so clever now, are you? Yeah. He's not coming back from that.
With shaved shrubbery and fewer weeds, our plot was looking neater.
And I had the perfect gadget to remove our garden debris.
Jace, check out my barrow.
Whoa!
This is the powered barrow by Sherpa.
This electric mega barrow is self-propelled and has a battery life of 8 hours.
And I've got to empty this. It's all nicely chopped up.
Its maximum load is 150 kilograms, which is roughly equivalent to 2 Jasons.
There's a little lever here to help you then lift it up.
Luckily, I only had one.
I love this, man. I wonder if there's a way I could actually...
What are you playing at over there?
Hang on a minute. It wants to go around in circles. Amy, look out. I'm not necessarily in control.
Is that you done for the day, Jason?
Yeah, that's me done, man.
Yeah, I think we've lost him to the wheelbarrow.
Just go down here, would you?
Oh, my God.
We'd finished our tidying up, but the pros were storming ahead, having turned their previously large wood into a pair of little stubby benches.
I think it's really nice that you've made benches for very, very small people.
We've actually got a bench for you. I'm glad you spotted it. You should get on with your own work. Stop interfering. So what we've got going on is that we're going to try and create a bit of outdoor seating, outdoor entertainment in this lovely countryside setting, and have a bit of a fire pit, somewhere to sit round, contemporary.
The boys were laying out their plans before starting to make sure everything would look perfect once it was finished.
So we're having these behind the plants or in between the benches and the plants?
We had a similar idea, but Tech let us do ours in a hammock.
OK, Amy, I've got a nice little app here.
Sorry, little...
That's all right.
40 winks.
Called Garden Plan Pro.
Whoa, yeah.
All right, and it enables us to plan out everything about our garden design before we do it.
This app lets you draw your own garden features like beds, lawns and paths. And as it's fed with data from 6,500 weather stations across the world, it can also tell you what plants will work in your garden and when to plant them.
I'm thinking strawberries.
Oh, yeah, let's have some strawberries.
Do you think so?
Once they're growing, we can just have a little nibble.
So, Garden Plan Pro, and you don't need to be a pro to actually work it because, you know, I'm a total numpty, and actually you threw in some ideas and I was able to realise them really quickly, and we've got a plan.
The plan was nothing if not ambitious. An outdoor cinema, complete with homegrown snacks, mounted inside a futuristic biodome from outer space.
Come on, let's go. A tuck and roll, girlfriend.
Wish us luck.
You're gonna need it. We now head to the west coast of America, where UA is looking at the latest fitness tech.
Being fit and healthy has never been more popular, and in recent years, technology has completely changed the way we look after ourselves. I'm in Los Angeles showing how gadgets can get you from lazy layabout to fitness freak. So far, I've looked at trackers, nutrition, apps, and hardware.
Left knee, suspend above 1.
Now it's time for stage 5, where I'll be literally immersing myself in water tech. Running can cause a shock to your spine, equivalent of up to 5 times your body weight. Aqua exercise is a great way to work out without causing high impact on your joints.
This is the Aqua Jogger. I have this almost like a wrestling belt around my waist. Dumbbells create resistance when submerged underwater, creates weight when water's added to it. Can you hear? I'm almost getting out of breath.
You're forced to fight against the water, which makes you burn more fat and tone up your muscles.
Wow. This is like a killer workout right now. I don't know if I look great doing it, but I feel great. I feel like a dog.
If that doesn't float your boat, but you need a little motivation, look no further than the Fitness Duo Underwater MP3 player.
It transfers audio through your cheekbones instead of directly in your ear. The immediate benefits of that is that, okay, there's nothing in your ears, nothing falls out, it doesn't impact your hearing.
Your eardrum converts the vibration coming from your cheekbones into sound.
It's loud and clear in my ears right now. And I'm going to see how it sounds underwater. I wonder if it affects the audio quality. Let's see. Sounds the same. Wow.
The Fitness clips onto your goggles, and music is stored on the device itself, so there's no need to connect it to your phone. Just hit play and off you go.
One thing about these is that you can take them diving. They're only good for up to 3 meters. But it's great for playing in the pool in the summertime.
It was all going swimmingly, but it was time to dive into some more advanced swimming tech.
Now this is a fitness tracker, the Poolmate HR. Heart rate monitor right underneath your chest, connected to a waterproof watch.
The wrist Poolmate HR monitors your swimming strokes, whilst the chest piece keeps an eye on your heart rate and breathing. It claims to give the wearer comprehensive fitness and performance feedback.
And all I have to do is press play. It tells me how many laps, time, calories burned. This is really good. Strokes per minute. And I can get a summary of it right after my workout of exactly how many calories I burned, how much distance I covered. I mean, this is exactly what I was looking for in the pool. Hello? Easy.
If you like a water workout but don't actually like getting wet, I have a simple solution for you. The Yoga Water Mat can support 80 kilograms of weight, so you don't have to worry about sinking while you're halfway through your yoga poses.
It's quite nice. It's very peaceful to do yoga on water. It took a while to get used to because you're really challenging your core and your balance.
But once you get into it, you can do your regular yoga practice. You just have to really focus on breathing and synchronizing your breathing with your movements. And once you get a hang of the rhythm, and also you get used to doing it over water, you really feel like you're in this very zen-like state. It's like namaste all the way. So there you are. There's plenty of watery tech solutions to help you keep slim and trim.
Slow down, horsey, slow down.
Next week, I'll be looking at how gaming can get you fit.
Now it's time for one of you lucky lot to win some tech.
Yeah, and if you're one of those people who actually doesn't believe that someone actually gets to win our gigantic gadget giveaways, check this out.
Ever wondered what it's like to win the Gadget Show competition? Well, wonder no more. We sent our van packed full of tech to a lucky winner from last series.
Oh, wow.
Look at all that.
The McDonald's from Hartlepool.
The house will be bouncing.
Put the kettle on, Sky. It's all mine.
Can't wait to get this on the wall.
This is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
People really do win it.
Keep trying, people do win it. Normal people win it.
You've got to be in it to win it.
So there you have it, a genuine winner. And if you fancy filling your living room with a van full of tech, pay attention, because we are giving away an amazing bundle, including a mountain of gadgets and a trip to Stockholm worth £40,000.
Say what?
I know! Here's the list.
You could win an iPhone 7, an Apple Watch, a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, a Fitbit Blaze, and a GoPro Hero 4 with remote and memory card.
A Canon EOS 80D DSLR camera with lens, a Nikon rugged camera plus SD cards for them both, an Epson photo printer, the new HTC Vive virtual reality kit, a PS4, an Xbox One with Kinect, and a Nintendo 3DS XL and games for all the consoles. Plus an Alienware Area 51 gaming PC with 28-inch 4K monitor, gaming keyboard and multimedia speaker system.
A Smeg fridge freezer, a smart kettle, a DeLonghi Nespresso coffee machine, a NutriBullet juicer and food mixer, a Dyson cordless vacuum and a wireless smart thermostat with installation.
A giant mountain bike, a giant road bike, a folding bike, a Garmin bike computer, bike lights and helmet, an indoor bike trainer, plus a Nordic Track treadmill with an iFit membership.
A Sonos surround sound system with soundbar speakers and a sub, a Roberts DAB radio with Spotify Connect and a 12-month Spotify premium subscription, a set of mini-rig Bluetooth speakers, a pair of Bose noise-cancelling headphones and a pair of Sennheiser wireless headphones.
EE's in-car Wi-Fi, a Microsoft Surface Book, an Apple MacBook Air, an Apple iPad Pro, an Apple Pencil and Keyboard, and 250 quid's worth of iTunes vouchers.
A top-of-the-range toolkit, a rugged DAB radio, a barbecue with Essential Barbecue Toolkit and a Husqvarna lawnmower.
Panasonic 50 and 40-inch 4K smart TVs with a wireless keyboard and a Dolby Atmos surround sound system, Freeview Play and Now TV boxes, an Amazon Fire TV with 4K Ultra HD and a gift code for Amazon Prime membership, an Epson home cinema projector, a 3D printer and 1 month self-storage to put all your prizes in.
Finally, as an extra special sweetener, we're giving away a trip to Sweden, including 4 nights for 2 people in a boutique hotel, 2 tickets to the Museum of Science and Technology, a Segway tour of the beautiful city of Stockholm, and £1,000 spending money.
And we'll also throw in a top-of-the-range Samsonite luggage set and a pocket MiFi to keep you connected while you're away. All in all, it's a prize fund worth a Boston £40,000.
To be in with a chance of winning, all you have to do is text GADGET to 85555 or call 0902 555 255 or post your name and contact phone number to The Gadget Show 2402, PO Box 7557, Derby, DE10NP.
Texts cost £2 plus one message at standard network rate. Calls cost £2 plus your network access charge. Lines close at midday on the date shown on screen and 3 working days later for postal entries. For rules, go to channel5.com/win and we'll repeat this information again at the end of the show.
Coming up, it's the conclusion of our Techie Gardening Challenge against the Benton brothers.
Oh, God, I've done it wrong already.
Where we find out if we can cultivate our seed of an idea into a horticultural hit. Oh, wow.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Wow, that looks great.
Welcome back to The Gadget Show, where we're heading back into the garden for the final part of this week's Gadgets versus the Pros hoedown.
We were halfway through our challenge against gardening gurus, the Benton brothers.
Get out of the house, get off the gadgets and enjoy the garden.
They had already laid out their design and just had to dig it all into place.
But after a morning of trimming, we'd only created our design of an outdoor cinema complete with homegrown snacks. Strawberries. On an iPad app.
How's it going, boys?
Where have you two been?
Do you like it?
It just looks like circles and dots and blobs. I mean, all our plans are up here and over there. We don't need silly apps like that. Yeah, at least our app won't need charging.
But you see, our real master plan is already charged up and it doesn't involve you and I doing any work, does it? Because we've got a robot to do it for us. Oh!
Look at that!
Oh!
Welcome to the future! Look at it! The Bosch Indigo is an app-controlled, fully automatic mower.
I can tell you now that the Indigo 1000 status is docked. Would you like to do the honours?
Oh, please.
Now, you won't believe how quick this thing is. Run.
We programmed it to trim to the edges of our plot.
All right. Doing a good job, look.
This meant we could crack on with creating our outdoor cinema, which we'd install inside this garden igloo.
We just get everything in little piles, and then we should be able to follow it.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
It's a self-assembly, 3-metre wide, Eden Project-inspired biodome.
Build the frame of garden igloo by following the steps in the installation diagram. You will need to do this in socks and pants only. For safety reasons. Doesn't say that. Right, have you got one of your widgets here?
These little dudes, isn't it?
Yes.
It should take 2 hours to construct.
Oh, God, I've done it wrong already.
And with 3 hours until the challenge was over, the pressure was on.
2 B's next to an A.
A.
B?
Get a B.
While this may look fiddly,
I do realise the nights are drawing in now.
it didn't require any specialist gardening skills.
And we hoped the end result would be more spectacular than the Benton brothers' tiny benches.
I think that's come together really nicely. I'm really proud of that.
And perhaps for the first time ever, a gadget that claimed to take 2 hours to build actually took 2 hours to build.
Oh, that's so good. That looks awesome. Nice.
But we could now also see the quality of what we were up against. And we had to finish in just 45 minutes, which is when a winner would be chosen by an expert judge.
What next?
Well, the plan would be, I think, to get our plants out. Let's get the plants, line them up, get our strawberries in there, our bean bags, seating area.
Audiovisual equipment.
Visual.
We've got a lot to do. Let's get on.
We'd designed our cinema with its very own snack bar, so planted carrots and strawberries.
Wow, that looks great.
We wanted to make up for our lack of skill with a load of gadgets, so we installed waterproof beanbags, rugged and also waterproof Bluetooth speakers, and then our cinema centrepiece.
Et voila! This Optima Derby Visual Experience Edition projector is really interesting because it doesn't cost a great deal more than a standard 1080p television, all right? But in a very small form factor, relatively quiet, it offers you 1080p, 3D ready, and this is the big one, 3000 lumens.
This means the Optima is brighter than most projectors and could help movies zing off the screen, even if it's not totally pitch black outside.
And we didn't stop there. I added a revolving shadow XT heater. It's controlled by an app, so we could adjust it without interrupting the movies. Our work was done, and we were thrilled with our high-tech outdoor cinema.
It looked like a proper thing, but only the judge would decide the winner. Chris Collins once held horticulture's highest honour. He was the Blue Peter Gardener.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Chris.
Hello.
Good to see you, dude.
And you?
Hey.
So this is like an outdoor room, really, isn't it?
That's the idea.
Yeah, and then the mower, I was interested in the mower as well, because obviously this is the sort of thing that's going to put me out of a job, being a gardener.
Yeah.
But do you do height of cut on it?
Yeah, you can. You can have it automated, so it goes out at any time of the day, which could be 3 in the morning if you want, because it's very quiet.
Wow.
Also, it's cellular. It's connected to the internet.
Yeah.
If you're coming home on the train and you've got a barbecue, you press a button on the app.
All through the smartphone's getting more crazy by the minute.
But more importantly, thematically, it's meant to be the Mars rover, and this is the Mars bio.
You're going for that sort of vibe,
and that's why we've got food.
So you've got the food here. I was looking at the plant. I will have a strawberry, yes.
Yeah.
I was looking at the plants.
Strawberries and carrots, so that when you're watching your film, you've got
your film
snacks.
on. I like that idea of the house, which is now so up to date and full of technology, that coming out into the garden. It's gardens are catching up with that kind of world.
Yeah.
But I've got to go and see the other one.
So he liked the concept. We were in with a chance.
Hello, Chris. Hello, Chris. Nice to see you. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Been busy here, haven't you?
Well, we've had our day's graft.
It looks excellent. This is what I would call an outdoor garden space.
Definitely, but it's all fun and entertaining as well, and it serves its purpose.
And I think anyone looking at this at home will see, well, actually, I can do that. It's not going to be expensive. It's doable, nice and easy. You can do it. A nice little project. Well done, lads. I'm going to have to go away and think about this deliberation now, aren't I?
Well done.
We thought we'd nailed it. I mean, come on, what would you rather have? A waterproof private cinema with homegrown snacks, or clothes that smell of smoke and a bench so tiny it gives you cramp? Exactly. Hopefully, Chris would agree.
Well done, both teams. Grafted hard, haven't you? Yeah. It's a hard decision for me, but some of the things I love about it, obviously the biodome is quite incredible, all that technology in there. I love the idea of bringing the inside of the house out into the garden. The traditional garden, that little space, I like the way that's doable, probably affordable as well for most people out there. I've got to make a decision. It's a hard one, but I'm going to have to go.
He's going to choose us. He's going to choose us.
The brothers on the front.
We were robbed.
Well done. There you go, mate.
Well done.
It is beautifully crafted.
Yours was very
really impressive. Really impressive, guys.
Well done, boys.
Marshmallows?
Let's go.
So, can gadgets put you on a par with the pros? If you're on Mars, probably yes. But in rural Staffordshire, definitely not.
Okay, next time on The Gadget Show, Jason and I are trying to out-survive a survival expert.
It doesn't work as a shelter. We should be able to get Channel 5 on it.
John is trying out photo editing apps.
Yes, it's turned it into a nightmare castle.
And Jason flirts with artificial intelligence.
Would you say yes to that?
Not about that.
Don't forget, if you want to watch the show again or catch up on any others, then head to our on-demand service, My5.
Right, that's your lot, but don't miss your chance to get your hands on an amazing bundle of gadgets and tech worth, wait for it, £40,000, including a mini break to Stockholm.
To enter, all you have to do is text gadgets to 85555 or call 0902 0555 255 or post your name and contact phone number to The Gadget Show 2402. PO Box 7557, Derby, DE10NP.
Texts cost £2 plus one message at standard network rate. Calls cost £2 plus your network access charge. Lines close at midday on the dates shown on screen and 3 working days later for postal entries. For rules, go to channel5.com/win. Laters and good luck.
How did PJ and Duncan become the national treasures they are today? Well, it certainly wasn't by chance. Tonight at 8:30, we tell the Ant and Dec story here on Channel 5. But next, football, schmuckball. Escape from the madness with the dogs that make you laugh out loud.